there's been a reminder for you so when you go away you can go back. So we talked about your setup. You can see here on the left-hand side, a lot of knee flex, a lot of curve in the spine, and the old famous head down. People told you, keep your head down, keep your head down. You were getting too close to the golf ball, the gap between there really close, setting up at the hosel of the golf club. And because you're in that position, your weight now was certainly a long way back on the heels. So you had nowhere to move. You couldn't really rotate from that position. You'll sort of sit on the gun stool sort of position where you squat back. So all you can really do now is sort of lift your arms straight up in the air, try and chop across it. That club now is coming from way outside. If you make a reasonable contact, when the ball was further forward, as you did say, you put the ball further forward, you kind of got an okay strike, but the ball just went straight up in the air and went absolutely nowhere, like 50 yards, which you're up towards the maximum. Because you were kind of playing a lob shot. You were sort of siding across it with more loft and the ball forward. Yeah, exactly. So what we did now is we've got your feet further back, so you increase that distance there. You can see your spine angle now. I mean, that's such a better position. I mean, the angles you're creating there now, without being rude to that one there, you look like a golfer there, don't you? I mean, that's to be a really good position. The feeling is now is allowing this club to work on this curve as you swing round, okay? So they're still a little bit steeper than we want, but if we actually watch where that club goes back now, that there, the old right arm, is nicely under your chin there, whereas this one, that right arm's a lot higher. You got a real high lift up there. Big high chop across. So as you come into the golf ball now, your club's coming on a more direct line here. More middle strike, as we can see. We're not anywhere near the hosel. That's a great position compared to what you were before. And then we can twist through in time, and towards the end of the session, he started moving a bit more of that left foot. I think initially the confidence was, I can't move, and you believed your body was moving too much. Okay, when in actual fact it was not moving enough. So once you realise, I can move my body now, I can actually get some movement there, and you're getting the power back. Because after all, the movement through that left side is going to release the power to the golf ball. If it stays flat on the ground, you're just scything with your arms from a steep across the ball position. All of these things added up are going to reduce your distance by probably in cases of 50 yards in some cases. So 9 yards going 100 yards, actually got about 5 was going 50, wasn't it? So summarise that, setup wise, further from the ball, it's quite a good checkpoint, just because what often happens is people who start too close, like they are here, and then move back, they need to know when to stop. If you just go further, at what point will you think, I'm going to go? So it's always worth sort of finding the correct spot, so your weight sort of towards the middle there, and then shuffle back in at rest. So you sort of set up to the golf ball here. Okay, that feels good. What does bad feel like? Actually, I go into a bad position deliberately, so that's bad, that's good. So you can distinguish between the two, bad and good. So it's not a question of here's bad, good. At what point you'd end up falling flat on your face?
The one thing is the legs. It's like purely because I was going down into this sort of crouch position.
Exactly. But, I say 3 of the biggest myths in golf, 4 of the biggest ones I hear: head down, left arm, or in our case right arm straight, and bend your knees if you're top on it, so get yourself lower. So you see guys squatting down, chin down, locking the arms. You can't move from that position at all. So taller and more tilt, okay, bow to the golf ball, basically get those hips in a slightly more tilted position. Now from here we can swing that club on that circle with a much more efficient hit towards the target. So now you're hitting the golf ball that way as opposed to hitting it across the ball to the right there. And again, the confidence will start gradually creeping, like I said, it's like a balloon. It takes a while to build up. It's not going to suddenly go boom next time on the golf course and go and get your best round, but if you can start hitting some shots that are less over that way, you've got a fighting chance. If we could have maybe, I mean, you're probably getting a good half dozen, maybe a dozen shanks around with the iron, maybe more. If we can have maybe 1 or 2 the next round and then limit them completely 2 or 3 rounds into it, at least then you can start building some scores and playing golf after all. Because you can't play golf shanking. If you're hooking and slicing, you can aim right, like your guy said, you hit the ball a long way, aims 50 yards right, you can play with that. Hit a hook, aim 50 yards left, you can hook it back. You're shanking, you can't aim 45 degrees and hope, because the old ball goes dead. Exactly. Alright, so that all makes sense then, yeah? So further from the ball, more tilt, and then from there we're going to get that club working on a much more efficient position. So the key thing for me is the weight, to be fair, is getting the legs taller, so the weight now is a bit more through the arch of your feet, so you're feeling more that way rather than the old sort of, you said, tucking the hips under, so like your pelvis sort of going under this way and squatting down. As a checkpoint, make sure you can see your laces, okay? That's a good check. When you sit there, can you see? If you bend, you see your head. So if you lean back now in this position, you can't see your shoes. Make sure you can see your laces. Okay?
Fantastic.
Good man.